Seem to speak a little bit of common, but not much.
All right, so you've just made your way back to Amos after a short walk in the woods, and upon your return, you stop by the village chieftain's house and report in on what you found out there. So, the men of the village gather and hear out what's going on, right? There's not a lot of people living in Amos. It's a very small home, and you are the bulk of its military power. You're the few young volunteers and men that are capable of defending and fighting for Amos, right? Uh, so they hear out what might be living out there in the woods, and I guess we're gonna have a reaction from the chieftain if he's gonna react good or bad to what's happening out there. Well, the chieftain is not sure of what to do. He's uncertain, right? He knows that goblins or grotesque men, what you guys might speculate them to be, are evil, wicked, chaotic, and can't be trusted. So he's trying to figure out a plan. But he's open to new suggestions, and the others, the NPCs, the other men of the village, their reaction to the situation overall is positive. It's in favor of, or it's kind of in favor of these people. They say uh, we should let them be until they, show any aggression. Uh, they think that peace should, or that we should leave them alone and we should carry on with what we're doing, right? Um, Now that's not the only issue though. Those are just some of the men. The people who are having issues mainly are those who are going out to collect wood, right? Particularly, it's not just men who go out to collect wood or herbs or forage for fruits and berries. It's also women and children that might go out there and work in the woods, right? Their safety might be threatened by these other peoples. So those who actually have to work in the forest, their reaction is not sure about it. So those who live in Amas, they're pretty happy about the fishermen. They don't really mind those people living out there. It's not their concern. But the people that are living out there near the woods and bringing wood back to Amas, they're still concerned. They're not sure about that. They're not sure about those people, right? In fact, they might react a little more negative, right? Because possibly their women and children might be on or at risk, right, of these other people living out there, right? So, what
Well,
do you
that's
guys
true, but
think? Yeah.
we would, well, guys, I guess we can have, so can we have a chance to respond to the different groups that are discussed? I would, again, I would support trying to stay diplomatic with these guys and say, hey, to the people who are concerned, we know that they're off to the southwest. So if they do their foraging for wood south and southeast, chances are they're going to avoid, because we didn't, the DM didn't tell us that there was any more than two. There's probably some more, but it didn't look like a big settlement. So, you know,
What actual things were they doing? Have they what crimes or what was reported that was happening to these people?
So Wisman saw them out in the woods, right, as they were cutting wood or gathering fruits and berries. They just noticed movement out there, small grotesque men kind of wandering the woods and spying on them or just making visual contact with them. And then
But
they
they didn't
haven't
do
done
anything
anything.
they haven't
hostile.
done anything hostile
No,
yet.
Yeah,
I
I
asked that
think the best
question at the
course of
beginning.
yeah. I think the best course of action is to keep diplomatic. Let's not create a problem that's not there yet. Till something bad happens. I think we just leave it be and kind of try to avoid that side of the woods if you can. And if you make contact, tell them your name.
Hear me out, boys. Hear me out. I think we should Trojan horse these fuckers. I don't trust these goddamn goblins for a second. Fuck them. We should figure out a way to blow up their nest by giving them a gift. You know.
Huh?
Well, but we don't know what that nest is, or because all we saw was a
That's right.
campfire with two
That's
guys,
right.
right?
We gotta be more diplomatic, like you said, but plan to betray them. What do you guys think? Are you guys comfortable living near like let goblins live? They're gross. I don't know. Fuck, I'm bigoted. Whatever.
Well, yeah, but again, I'd like to make some progress and not take risks that we don't need to take. So the question is,
But
do we need to take that risk?
I think in the end, goblins are bad, and that if we let them thrive, we're just gonna have a bigger problem in the future.
That's possible, but our
Yeah.
position right now is pretty weak to do that. I mean, I think we could probably we could probably kill those two guys because we have some kind of a relationship with them. I think that's reasonable, although still risky. Uh, but a Trojan horse, as you're suggesting, well, first of all, the townspeople have had a positive reaction. So trying to get them on board with that plan is probably not going to be until they do something. The townspeople probably aren't going to support us, although the foragers might.
Isn't that just the way it is?
Isn't that just the way? I agree. That is the way it is. So although look, if I thought it was a reasonable chance of success, I would support it just to get the loot that's probably available. But I don't think we'll get support from the town until something else happens. So
Okay.
that's plan. The option one is war, is to sneak attack them now that we've got some kind of relationship. Option two, Ekin, what's the path if we decide to live and let live and tell the foragers to forage in other, away from the goblins? What would the next step be on the quote diplomatic path?
If you want them to go out there, then you would. I mean, the woodsmen can definitely do that. They can start just avoiding the area in which you guys discovered those people to live. If they're goblins, avoid the western part of the woods. That might not be an issue for now, but in the future it could become, right? So they're okay with that for now. They'll just kind of move their people to the east. The people that will have the most issues with it are those settlers along the western side of the woods. They would have to move their entire home and family eastward, right? So they would have to pick up, their camp, move everything out east. So it's not a big problem, maybe, right? You can help them out if you want, help them move their luggage and everything further east. That's fine.
I'm not trying to be greedy, but what is the reward that we get for doing what they asked us to do?
Yeah, so after this meeting, you guys will get paid out. But today, your job was simply to investigate and to confirm what's out there, right? Because this happened last night. We don't have enough people to really send out there all the time, and you guys were the volunteers willing to go out there and investigate. So, last night, the watch consists of volunteer men and women who are willing to stay up all night and keep watch over the village, right? Those are mainly people living out in the south border, right? They have to keep watch and report anything back to the main village if anything happens out there, right? So just kind of homesteaders along the southern front, woodsmen, right? Woods people.
Ekin, does anyone in town speak Goblin?
Your character doesn't really know for sure. Maybe someone does, but most people don't speak Goblin here.
But that's going to be important. I mean, that would be a subject of the meeting. If we go, hey, we think they were goblins,
Right.
a logical question for everyone to ask is, hey, can anybody talk to them?
Yep, the average person probably doesn't speak Goblin in this village. Adventurers who have experienced the outside world might. Intelligent ones, particularly, have additional languages. So among your crew, no one here speaks Goblin, I think. Some of you even struggle with your own language. So Blake can't read or write
Yep.
quite yet. He's getting close. He knows how to read and write certain words, but not a lot. So
Spell his name.
Right. So the answer to my question is no. Nobody in Moss.
No, not Goblin in particular. They might speak other languages that they often might interact with, like other dialects of common or human languages, or of course other more intelligent, safer humans like or demi-humans like elf and dwarf and halfling are the more common usual languages or second languages for humans to have here in Amos, right? But no one
Okay.
really interacts
But
with goblins here.
That limits the diplomatic path, if there was any, significantly, right? Because nobody can really talk to these guys. So then, if we encourage the town to go the diplomatic path and then we attack them anyway, we're going to take a reputation hit for stirring up shit, right?
If you attack them and stir up,
Like if we told them, hey, let's just not make it a problem, and then we decided to go out into the woods for a little walk and then casually killed some goblins.
it could affect the village, right? your actions could affect them that way, right? Because you kind of represent the village right now. You're the men of the village, so.
Right. So what I was thinking there, guys, is if we argue for peace in the meeting and then we go out later on and get in a fight with them, it's, the village may not appreciate what we've done. If, however, at this meeting we go, hey, if we take more of King's line and be like, or Lag's line and be like, hey, these guys are dangerous, we're gonna have to deal with them at some point. At least when we get in the fight later on, we might not take a reputation hit.
Yeah.
I think we go that route. I think we say, hey, might not be a problem now, but
Yeah.
there's only 2 of them that we know of. We can get rid of them for you for, be rewarded handsomely.
Okay.
What do you think?
That's
What do you
not what
think,
we're
King?
saying to them. I don't think we should offer our services to kill them. We should definitely offer our services to try to, befriend them in a treacherous way. If we can explain that to them,
Alright.
Like, we want to be able to get closer, investigate more, maybe even give them like some gold so that they will be open to trading with us, so that we can trade them poison.
Okay. At this
I
point,
like-
since we can't negotiate with them like in Goblin and yeah, no, I mean, so I guess I'm moving towards that view at this
Yeah.
point.
I like that too.
Disgusting
Yeah.
goblins. Okay, thanks, guys.
The long con.
All right. Okay, so I guess we'll go with that. King explained it pretty well. Did you get what he said there?
Yeah. So, yeah, Lags will want to explain this to the elder. The meeting between all the men of the village, or some of the men of the village, right, representatives has already ended. You guys have been having your own private discussion in the village elder's hall, right, over food and drink. He's fed you and giving you a place to drink and rest, and due to your, or in kind of because of what you guys did for him, right, in the village. So you guys are welcome to enjoy your stay at the elder's home for now, right? And it's just like a long hut, and you're sitting at his table, you're eating and drinking, talking among yourselves. The elder's already left, right, to go off and do other things. But he'll be back later if you want to share your ideas with him, right? And you are to be paid soon as well, right? You guys just want your own private discussion before you receive to pay, it sounds like. So in the meantime, if you want, you can go fetch him, right? You can go find the elder. He's probably busy taking care of other local issues, right?
I will run into him later.
But yeah, you're in his house, inside of his house, a few servants. His family's in here, like some of his family, right? That's about it. Do you want to do anything in here, or do you guys want to move out? Because right now, I guess
Did
your
we
next task is to get paid.
Okay, we hadn't gotten paid yet.
You haven't
Okay.
been paid yet. Yeah, you guys had a private discussion
Get
instead.
paid.
So, all right. So yeah, if you want to get paid, you can talk to some of the family members and ask them to fetch the elder for you, right? Like there's a servant nearby. She's just washing the table,
yes.
right?
You there, servant girl. How lovely you are. Please come and assist us. We require the audience of your lord.
Okay.
You've been watching too much All for One, man.
I don't know what that is.
Lags, roll 2d6, see her reaction.
Yeah.
You get a +1 bonus. Alright, 8. So yeah, +1 bonus for how you converse with her. That's an 8 on certain reactions. A bit confused. She kind of like stops her work for a second and looks around. She's not sure if you were talking to her, right?
Yes, you go. The one with the face, the beautiful face. Go find your lord for us so that we may receive our rewards.
Okay, yeah. Roll 2d6 again then. That's the second reaction now. So now you get a +2.
Oh my god.
All right.
Fucking idiot.
Now she reacts. So she does something you don't like. She just kind of gets all flustered, and she kind of panics and says, "Sorry, Lord. I don't know where he is." She's like kind of shy and flustered, and stops washing the table, and someone else comes to help. Right? She's just a young servant. She doesn't know what's going on.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna act scared by her reaction and run away from her. So
Okay.
she doesn't think I'm scaring her.
sure.
Jeez, the month.
Yeah, your reaction
Alright.
rolls were so bad.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck?
So she did not do what you wanted. Instead, she just froze up in fear and got really shy. A different servant that's more mature comes and maybe helps, right? And reacts normally. So she tells you that she'll bring the elder to you, right? So she goes off to get the elder. And the shy girl's kind of scolded, told to go clean something else. All right. In the meantime, Frank and Blake, did you guys want to do anything?
Just sip my drink and eat my chicken.
No,
Sounds good.
just wait.
All right. Yeah, the elder returns to the house with his guard. They walk into the house, right? And they see you seated at the table. The guard is carrying your pay, it looks like, a small pouch. The elder thanks you for your services today. He appreciates your efforts out there. You're welcome to stay in his home for tonight if you'd like, but you guys do have places to go. You don't own any property here yet, but your family has a place to rest, right? Among the village of Amas, there are huts out here, right, made of dirt and mud and thatch that you guys live in. At least your families do. So your mom and dad or your siblings, the rest of your kin, right? That
Still
aren't
live with their
adventurers.
parents.
For now, yeah. So you're not completely homeless yet. You have a place to go and rest individually at least. But you have your base camp too, right? Which consists of a small fire you have to establish somewhere in the outskirts or in the village. You can kind of put it anywhere. You were raised and born here, so this is your home overall. Kind of can do anything you want here. And yeah, the elder comes in with your pay. You guys can explain what you think the village should do moving forward in regard to those demi-humans. But yeah, he thanks you for your services today, and you've done well, right? He's hoping that your next task is to help protect and escort the villagers to the south in their time of travel, right? They've been ordered to move their home eastward, right? As was discussed, kind of, right? So they'll be moving their home east to join up with the other hamlets for the east. They're kind of evacuating the southwestern region of Amas, right? That way there's no chance of them being threatened, really. So they're going to evacuate further east to continue their work, or those who are fishers, they'll move further north, right? So we're kind of abandoning the southwestern region of Amas, giving it up and making it kind of no man's ground, right? So, or no man's land. So that way we've got more buffer space between us and the enemy, right? To fight on if there were to be a battle. So, but yeah, they would like you to help in the in escorting them, right? In case they were to be waylaid during their travels, right? It's a slow and long march, and they have to carry all this luggage. They would like your team to kind of just protect them during their travels. That's your next task for the rest of the day, if you're open to it, since the day's not quite over. You receive your pay, though, and money's been brought in, of course. Locals have been taxed, and you each are to receive 2 coppers, 2 days' pay for what you did today, with the information you gathered and all that. So you all have 2 coppers now.
And what is the rate of pay for the next mission, escorting villagers?
It is a very simple mission. You're just to help protect them. It's 1 copper a day, just marching with them, or it doesn't even take a whole day actually. But you'll just help march with them and help carry their luggage. If there's any hostiles or threats, you'll get double pay, so 2 coppers, right? If there's actual issues, but otherwise, if there's no issue, it's just a 1 copper pay, and that's less than a day's work, right? So the travel is only 1 mile away. You have to, or not even a mile out. They just have to move either further east, so like a quarter mile, or if they want, they can do a full mile. So it's like half a mile or a full mile, basically, if they want, depending on where they want to settle, right? But yeah, you're just gonna help escort them.
I say we do it.
It's
I
one
say
extra
we do
copper.
it.
3 coppers is better than a poke in the mouth with a pointed stick.
And I think King should explain his plan to the elder before, again, the whole idea about how to handle
Yep,
the goblins in the
before he's
future.
gone.
But if we could, gentlemen, could we have a few minute break because I have to go to the bathroom. Or
Yeah,
I'm gonna
we're
have a
halftime. Yeah, let's take a halftime break. Take 5 to 10 minute break, guys.
Okay, I'll be right back. Then we can chat if the other guys are back.
Yeah. So far, so good. I'm
Yeah.
thinking, I might be able to convince this elder that goblins are filthy, disgusting, rat-eating rapists.
I think
Because they are.
lean into the fact that they said like the women and they're concerned for the commoners and the women and children and stuff like that because yeah, goblins are weird little rapists. So I think kind of lean into like yeah, we want to keep you guys safe. So I think the best way to do that is to befriend them, and then we can get some poison and bring them some beer and get
Yeah.
them drunk
Women
and slip them some poison.
We can say women and children are not allowed over in that area. Men can still go over there if they
Yeah.
need to.
But they should be armed.
Definitely, yeah. But don't act hostily.
Yep. And if you make contact, kind of put your hand up and say your name and then point to them, like that's the only way that we know how to communicate with them so far. Unless they're just being
I know we know their names. We can name drop. All right. So
Oh,
you'd
yeah.
be like, like Loeb and what was that guy's name? I think it was
it was low.
I wrote it.
He put it in. He
And
did confirm
Bargo?
that they are goblins. Yeah.
Loeb and Bargo. I think
No,
Bargo's the other one.
Hago.
Oh, Hago? Is that what it was? Okay.
Yep, it's Loeb and Hago. And Ekin did put in the note that they are goblins. So
Okay, cool.
We can just call them that now. They don't have to be small, grotesque demigods. Call them by what they are. Disgusting goblins. My whole persona just changes to Goblin Slayer.
Yeah, dude. It was funny. You were like, maybe it's because you're mad with them. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm a bigot. I'm a fucking bigot through and through. Fuck goblins.
Maybe we don't have to. Maybe we can convince them to move their whole fucking home. Maybe we can just, hey, you guys can go. Why don't you guys just go stay over in my house for the night? We'll go take care of this threat.
All right, guys, how's it going so far? Are you having fun?
Yeah, things seem to be going well. We were just discussing how we want to do this long con. I think the idea is that we're going to lean in when he talks to the elder. We're going to lean into the you guys said that you wanted to keep your women and children safe, so we have a plan
Goblins are fucking nasty rapists.
Yeah, I mean it's not wrong, and we have a plan to eradicate at least the two that we know of, or maybe we can even get them to bring us back to their clan. But then
Yeah,
there's
that's
a
the
bigger
idea.
chance that we're gonna get fucked.
Look, we want to open small trade relations with them so that we can introduce alcohol and cigarettes and then completely overtake their economy.
Well,
Wait.
that's a good idea, but how are we going to do it since they only speak very rudimentary common?
Well, I think everybody speaks
specific instructions.
Yeah, I think we could. I mean, now we each have copper. I think we can afford some ale, and we could bring some ale and be like, Paco, Loeb, and just put, beer. And
That's
see if they'll drink it with us, and then we can keep going back, and then at some point we'll go back and be like, home, take us, beer, and and then just kind of.
Okay.
Accept. There we go. Am I back?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Cool.
Ekin broke it.
Yeah, sorry guys, I accidentally ended the stream for a moment. Should be back up now. So
I'll go.
Yeah, just when you put up the map, you should. It looks like it's working fine.
Ekin, can I make one quick suggestion that's not related to the in-game stuff?
sure, yeah.
Could you post just take a picture, like a scanned picture of like some of the maps so that we have like a higher res version on our side?
Sure, yeah.
That'd be awesome. And Ekin, at this halfway point, any feedback from you as a DM on how we're playing? Yeah, any suggestions? Again, we're trying to learn and get better, so we're not asking you to solve problems for us in the game, but any observations that we might benefit from?
Like, I gotta try it. Yeah, dude.
No,
You should have a rack and carry it like that.
you guys
You
are
get one of those backpacks where they can chill in the backpack and I can walk around with it and it's like has holes in
I
it. and
think
stuff.
Right.
King, are you okay?
Oh, hey guys. Yeah. No, sorry. Are we starting again?
We're about to.
I was in a minute. We were just asking Ekin some questions. Ekin, did you hear my question?
Yeah, so if you're looking to improve, so far things seems to be going fine.
Okay.
If anything, yeah, focusing, you guys are pretty much doing exactly what you might need to do, right? The goal is to acquire experience and money, right? So looking out to hunt monsters or treasures, going to places that might have treasure to bring back might, of course, benefit your crew. At your low level, of course, at this time, there's not terribly much you can really do yet, right? You might have to stick to low risk, low reward tasks until you feel more confident in your ability to maybe take on high risk, high reward areas, such as a dungeon. You guys are equipped with a little more money now, so if you want. But yeah, player-wise, everything's going well, I think.
Reasonable. Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing
Nothing
bad I
too
noticed.
stupid.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, well, I will ask that periodically, again, just because we're trying to learn, and you're
Get
probably the
better.
most experienced out of obviously the most experienced out of all of us. So, getting your feedback is an important part of our learning and stuff. So, King and Brandon had some very good ideas on what to explain to the chief. If you're ready to continue.
Sure, yeah. What's up? What do you think?
Go ahead, guys. I
So-
gave you my input, so just run with it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna point out to the chief that these goblins, they're gonna be a problem later. If you want to keep your women and children safe, like these guys, they've been known to specifically attack women and get real rapey with them. I suggest that we don't let any women or children over in that area at all. We should try to befriend them enough. I got their names. I got the names Loeb and Hago, and we might be able to use that to infiltrate and find out where they live, and perhaps send them some poisoned beer that could take them all out. Like a little rat trap, like rat poison, but instead it's for goblins.
All right, sure. So as you share your ideas with the chieftain, Blake and Frank are just gonna kind of sit there and
Just
wait
gonna
for
nod
now.
in agreement.
Yeah, okay. And then you guys can take turns. Yeah, Frank, you can explain what you think after. Lax, roll 2d6 to see how the chieftain reacts to what you think or what you said.
Big money, no whammies.
Yeah, I read it.
Finally, it's a good one.
Yes.
So it's in your favor.
Nice.
So, and you have an adjustment of 0. But you were being respectful and you were sharing some good points, so maybe +1 bonus. So overall 12. So the
Okay.
reaction of the chieftain is very good. Helpful, very helpful. And he completely agrees that these guys might be an issue and that he agrees with you that they are a threat to the women and children maybe, right? And that they should be dealt with, right? So he thinks that moving forward, he'll begin to hire on adventurers and mercenaries and anyone else willing to go out and possibly destroy this threat, right? This possible threat. The women and children, the families will be moved and evacuated east. He's hoping, that's the task he's recently bestowed upon New York to help escort them, make sure they get moved out safely, right, from the southwestern region. And he completely agrees and is going to be helpful. He says that moving forward, more teams of adventurers will be tasked out with going out there to maybe, as you kind of suggested, negotiate with the goblins and somewhat kind of gather as much information and as much leverage as possible before we declare or begin a war against them, right? So he agrees they are a threat and he's willing to help. So if you think that in order to solve this threat, we have to befriend them first and then attack them, he is going to encourage it, right? He's going to pay off or pay out anyone who's willing to go and negotiate with the goblins, right? And possibly befriend them and then eventually turn against them. So he likes the idea, right? If that helps. Is that what you're hoping to get in response, Lex?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I may ask him for a big barrel of beer that we're probably going to use later.
Well, yeah, I was, did you say, Ethan, that I was gonna get a chance to react as well?
Yeah, you would get a chance to also share your thoughts. So, Lags, before you continue with anything else, Frank will speak over you and have his turn with the chieftain. Frank, what do you want to tell the
Just
chieftain?
wanted to just say, hey, glad to hear that you're on our side with this. Just wanna reach out and ask if we need any assistance or any supplies to help achieve this plan. Would you be willing to assist us with that?
Roll 2d6 to see if he can do anything about assisting you with pursuing this plan.
Or
Okay, it's not exactly something you wanted to hear then. In response, he responds kind of negatively, and he shakes his head and tells you that, I'm sorry, son, I don't know if there is anything I can really do to help you pursue this plan with the negotiations. If you think that we need beer or something to poison them with, we'll have to probably get with some of the village elderly women who might have knowledge of poisonous plants in the area. As for beer, our village doesn't really produce any beer, so we'll have to maybe venture out across the sea to trade for beer, or maybe venture out south looking for other settlements to trade for beer. We mainly produce, we have some gardens and crops growing out here, of course, to sustain us throughout the year, but we mainly get off or get by fishing and foraging and hunting. So we have
So there's no alcohol at all.
little to no alcohol here, unfortunately. It's all imported.
Jesus.
My guy just started crying a little bit in the corner.
It's very expensive. So the few alcohol or the little alcohol we have is all imported from across the sea. You know, traders come across and trade with us along the coast, and we sell off. You know, we give them in return crops, fish that we fished, and wood that we gather from inland, right? So furs and valuable metals if we can find any out here.
But just for a question for you as DM, you can so for the sustenance, like under the items does list alcohol, but you're saying that based on the area that we're at, we can't just buy alcohol, right?
Yeah, so when you look at the list of items, that's like stuff that you can buy, like stuff that your character started with, right? But like once you enter the game world, everything on the list of items is no longer 100% available. You have to buy things, you know, based on where you're at. So if you're in the middle of the desert or you're in the dungeon, you can't buy anything from the list of items, right? So the list of items just give you a general idea of the prices of things and the cost. The only time you can buy anything on the list of items before is when you're not even spawned in yet, basically. So
Got it.
yep. And then after that, that's just gonna give you an idea of the prices if that product is even available for purchase. So, like for example,
Guys, well,
guns.
that's the significant change. Then so what does that do for us?
Okay, and then yeah, so you've been paid out. You have a job to do. He agreed to Lag's ideas. In the future, we are to befriend the goblins. He's gonna pay out more adventurers, including yourselves, for more goblin-related missions. And then Frank's idea on if you guys can receive any kind of financial or physical assistance, right? he does not know if he can help with that this time, right? So.
Okay.
All right, moving forward.
So
what do you
we're
guys
still
want
in town then.
Yeah.
I'm
In his house, technically.
yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave the house, just go into the town square. I'm gonna go over to the I don't know, general store, whatever we want to call it.
Yeah, it's got a market.
Yeah, I'd like to purchase a tinderbox, please.
Okay.
Nice.
And then Blake and Wags, you guys want to go into the market too, make some purchases?
I guess I got 2 copper, right?
I'm
Right.
also hold on. I want something else too. I would like to purchase. Can I purchase a? Is a flute the only instrument?
There are other ones, I think, like a drum. Those
Oh,
are just
drum.
cheaper
Okay, I
ones.
see that. I didn't know if there was like a lute or something.
There are lutes, but lutes would be very expensive, so that's what they're
Yeah.
not listed.
Okay. I'll take a flute.
Okay, sure. Yeah, flute
And
is
my
available.
thoughts behind this, guys, are if we do go befriend them, we can play music and possibly distract them and then kill them.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think, again, I'll just keep the money for now, and I guess then our next objective would be to escort the villagers moving, right?
Yes.
Oh, guys, wait. Instead of fear, we could find their water supply, poop in it, and like put dead, like rotten corpses in it.
Yeah.
Well, we might if we find their water supply. That's not a terrible idea.
It might be-
See, what I'm saying is I can distract them with the flute and you can piss in their canteens.
Ooh, we
Well,
can block the river up the stream too, if they're using that.
Maybe because we did cross a creek, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, they were kind of near. They were on the creek, right?
Is that right, Aiken?
Yes, they were encamped on the creek.
So that's probably where to get
Yeah.
water.
Sorry, you guys can continue buying stuff if you were going to. I apologize.
I'll buy rations, and then I have 1 copper left to.
We got fed for today, right?
Yeah,
Yep,
but
you
I'll
just
carry
got
the
fed lunch for
rations tomorrow.
free. The chieftain fed you guys lunch. So it's
that's
plus he's buying rations for later for dinner, right? Because you weren't fed
Okay.
dinner
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah. So
Okay.
one of those, because each 1 pound is like a meal for 3 people.
You should buy a knapsack, brother.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll get a next.
All right, you're down to
You got
0.
rations to feed us, and then a knapsack so you can carry your own shit.
Yeah, Lag spot dinner for you guys for later.
And Frank, Frank still has my shield, and that's fine for now because again, best hit point character. So
I'll buy my own shield when I get enough, so that we can.
Yeah.
I think everybody should have one.
yeah, we should all be trying to collect these things. But yeah, for now, you get to use my shield.
All right, so yep, your team is tasked with escorting some villagers eastward toward other woodland settlements. Is that fine? You guys want to go meet them and prepare to escort them?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Do I still have one? Are we still at the market right at the moment, Aiken, or
Yes.
did we move?
We're still at the market.
Then you know what? I'll spend 1 copper piece and get a sling. Gotta
Okay.
be able to do something. So let
Yeah,
me get a sling.
ranged.
Yeah, let me get arranged. And then I'm good to go. So I'll drop to 1 copper and yeah. Okay, that's like
As for your ammunition, is it fine if your stones are in your K-sack, or do you want to buy a separate pouch so they're more easily accessible?
how much is the pouch?
1 copper as well.
Yeah, all right. Then I'll spend it.
Okay, so you're all down to 0. You've
Right.
spent your earnings to better equip your characters. Now you're slightly
well,
better.
We're all gonna get another copper after this, so
But at least I can do something now. Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
can do something.
Sling
2
stones.
ranged and somebody with a 2 ranged and a heavy melee. I think we're good.
All right. So yeah, your party makes their way southwest then to visit the villagers living out in the plains southwest, right? And yeah, when you get there, let's see. So there's about 10 people living there. So a small family are of sellers, and some of them want to go north, some of them want to go east. The guys going north won't have many issues, but the guys going east might because they're moving along the edge of the forest. So your main goal is to, or your main task was to escort the guys moving east along the woods, where it might get dangerous, right? Unless you want to help the other group. So half of them are moving north, half of them are moving east. So 5 settlers have already packed up their gear and are ready to start moving east, but they'll be moving at a very slow rate, right? So that's why they need protection or assistance.
Yeah, we'll go with the east party.
They
So
need the help.
yeah, you help them. A small family of 5, you know, dad, mom, son and daughter and child, or baby, I mean. So they're just kind of packed up their gear. They're just carrying what they can, whatever they can take with them. So some of their stuff is being left behind, like their small little hut is left behind, firewood is left behind, things that they don't really need to carry with them. They mainly bring in, of course, their tools, their food, you know, valuables, right? So they're going east. Did you guys want to take anything from their house before you leave? There's some stuff in there that they're not taking with them. Like
Was it
there's
free? Yeah, like
Yeah, we'll take a look.
there's
clothes
firewood,
and such.
there's the hut, and let's see, firewood, hut, and I guess they also have, let's see, some furnishing in there that they're not taking, right? Because it's too heavy to carry. So like a makeshift table, some stools, and like outside they've got like a few like other makeshift wooden furnishings, like maybe like a workbench and a cook fire, you know, a cooking rack, things like that. Are you guys interested in any of that stuff?
Anything metal on it?
Not the metal. It's just made of
Oh.
wood or dirt or grass.
No, I'm good.
Okay, you guys don't want anything?
We pass. Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it's gonna be abandoned here, I doubt any, if we, for some reason, wanted it later, we could probably come back, I doubt we would, but we don't wanna carry that while we might enter combat.
Sure, yeah. Alright, so now you're now escorting them, right? You're just helping them march or protect them as they carry their luggage east. If you want, you can help them carry their luggage, which might speed up the movement. Do you want to do that?
No.
No? Okay. But that would, of course, slow you down, right? Personally or individually.
Sure.
So you'll just focus on carrying yourself and your own gear and escorting them, right? And you're moving eastward across the plains toward the next hamlet. And we'll roll to see how that goes. It takes a long time to move because they're carrying all this luggage. So about an hour's travel, maybe. During that hour, there's a chance of an encounter with mainly wandering monsters and possibly our visitors, right? So someone in the group will roll a 6-sider and an 8-sider together for a possible wandering monster encounter, and then another person shall roll a 6-sider for the other risk of those visitors, signs of the visitors being spotted, right, or noticed. So only 2 rolls are really
Nick, you
necessary
wanna-
right now.
You wanna roll? No.
Okay, you roll.
All right.
My rolls are bad, dude.
Yes.
You should have
So
easy
you said a 1d4 and a 1d6.
A 1d8 and a 1d6 for a wandering monster check.
Okay.
A 1d6 for the visitors. And if
I'll
anyone
do
wants,
the 1d8 and 1d6.
sure, there is an optional roll. It's not required, but small game chance encounter, right? If you want to observe for any small game, it's 1d6. So there could each one of you can make a roll, right? So one of the rolls
Alright,
has to
Brandon.
be
Brandon, you take the first one with the 2 dice, I'll
Yep.
take the second, and King, you can take the third.
What, another D6? Okay, yeah.
just a
Yes, sir.
d6.
Right, so I got a 1d6 plus 1d8, so it was a 3 and a 4.
All right, no wandering monsters.
Yep, no game. Oh, I got 2 for the game search.
No small game spotted. And then the last roll is for the visitors. Right. They are not sighted either. So safe travels. An hour later, you reach the southern hamlet, and they thank you for your assistance. It is at this time of day. It's about maybe 1300 hours, right? So your shift is coming to an end. Day shift is only from 8 to 16, so you've got 3 hours left in your shift. If you work longer than your normal shift, you'll gain exhaustion, right? You'll become forced marched, so that's not good. So you've got 3 hours of energy left throughout the day to continue working. Well, you just finished your task of escorting the family, so now you can go back and receive your pay in a mouse, or you can try something else. What do you think?
Paid.
Easy enough task,
Yeah, I
right?
won't get money.
Okay. You stop by a mosque and you visit the elder's hut. You report that you finished your task, and that's confirmed, of course. Yeah, you received your 1 copper each, right? So one of the villagers had to go with you to confirm it, right? Probably like the man of the house went with you, as the family stayed out there with the rest of the villagers to settle in. So yeah, he confirms that you guys escorted his family properly, and you'll receive your pay of 1 copper. So a day's pay for an hour's work, right?
Hey, not bad for an hour's work, actually.
Yeah.
All right, but
Copper an hour.
for an hour. Hey, man, if we could do that,
That's
we'd
pretty
actually
good. That's not bad.
not bad.
You make 8 coppers a day or 6 coppers a day.
It's 1400 hours now, so, or no, it's like 1330 maybe. By the time you get paid and everything. If you're ready, the other has a new task for you. Otherwise, you can find tasks elsewhere.
Yeah, let's do that. Just to see
Let's
how
do
many we
that.
have. Yeah.
Okay.
Because we're proven trustworthy. We
Yeah,
should be
you've
building
completed 2
something.
jobs
Elder's
now.
got some deep pockets, man.
Well, it's just tax money that's been brought in, so
Perfect.
the locals want things to get done to ensure their safety, right? So he's gonna pay out what he thinks will ensure the safety of the village, right? All right. So, his next task for your team, it's something small that you can accomplish in the last few hours of your shift. He will now task you out with investigating the mountains. Particularly, some of the settlers have journeyed far into the mountains to try to find valuable resources, particularly ore or salt or coal out in those mountains. And they did come across a cave out there. So we'd like you guys to investigate it and to bring back proof that there is value in those mountains, right? So he just wants you to go out there and investigate. He wants you to confirm if there's valuables out there, right? If there's a cave out there to be maybe dug into, right? And to ensure it's safe or not. So figure out if there's monsters in that cave. If not, you can start to send people out there to go mine, right? To collect resources, right? Again, those mountains. Again, he has an idea that there could be precious resources out there, and there's a cave out there maybe. So he wants you to confirm that there's a cave, and bring back evidence of valuables, and also to secure it, to confirm whether or not it's safe to begin digging, or if it needs to be cleared out of monsters. For this task, he's willing to pay you 2 coppers, right? So 2 coppers, 1 for the confirmation of valuables, 1 for the confirmation, whether or not there are or not, and 1 for the confirmation of if there's a threat or not, right? And if there isn't or is, he still pays you, right? He just needs you to confirm, right? If there's monsters in there or if there isn't. If there isn't,
So we get paid 2 CP even if there's nothing valuable in that cave.
yes, he wants you to confirm, right?
Okay.
You got to find the cave first, right? So he just wants to know, you're getting paid to. You can literally also fail the task and still get paid. Basically, he's just paying you whether or not. He's paying you out to go investigate, and well, let's see. He can't pay you too unwisely. So actually, he'll only pay you 1 copper if you do find evidence of there being valuables. If you don't find anything out there, he's not going to pay you. And the same for the monsters. To ensure that it's safe, he wants you to establish a camp there and leave some men behind, right? So one of you would have to stay back, and the others will come back to receive pay, right? So that's how he ensures the safety of that place, right? And then after that, he can start sending a mining company out there to go start digging, right? Excavating any valuables, right? So, yeah, you will get 1 copper for finding proof of valuables, 1 copper for securing a base there, right? So if it's safe and there's no monsters, you will be able to leave people behind without any issues, right? And hold a position, and then you'll get paid for that. Additionally, if you do find any resources out there, you can sell them in the market. Or if you kill any monsters out there, right? They might have valuables which you can sell in the market, right? There aren't any bounties placed on any monsters out there quite yet. But if you kill the monsters and they are a threat to the livelihood of possible excavation, right? The elder might, or at least the mining company might pay you for that, right? So that you secure the site so they can start digging up and extracting valuable resources, right? What do you guys think? It's just kind of it might be a day's task. So if you think it's too much for the next 2 hours, you don't have to accept it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say do it. Whether if we wanted, I would say we would start in the morning.
Yeah, you would have to start the next day probably. And we got
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys want it? What do you think?
I wanted
Yeah.
it, we can start the next day.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
You can begin the travels now and then investigate further the following morning, right? So you've
Yeah,
got
but then
2
we
hours
gotta do a
left.
wandering monster check and crap overnight, right?
That might be true, yeah. So you might just wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we don't want to take random wandering monster checks unless we absolutely have to. It's a cave, and that's good. Brandon, so we got a tinderbox now, and we've got, how many torches do we have?
But, well, I have 4, you have 1, because I gave you 1.
Okay. Other
So that's
tasks that might
5.
be accomplished for the rest of the day. Since you only got 2 hours left, a smaller task you might deal with is some local crime that's been occurring in the region, right? Nothing too bad, but there have been some reports on local crime along the northern coast out there, right? North of there. Some local crime, particularly a family, or not a family, but a family member came in the other day to report some domestic violence in the household. So watchmen, I mean, it's a very minor task, really. You're just to respond to the situation, see what's going on, and to ensure the safety of that family, whatever's happening there, right? They're not too sure what's going on, but yeah, like a member of the
Okay, is
family
that a
came
one
in.
copper task?
Yeah,
Is that a
it's a
one-copper
very small task. It's basically they want you to deal with the issue, or the elder wants you to go out there and deal with that issue. You know, ensure the safety of the family, and if necessary, arrest and bring in any kind of like threat, right? That might be there. If it's the man of the house or someone else, right? Just kind of go out there and see what's going on. Why, because came in last night. Someone, a daughter of the family came in and reported domestic violence, right, to one of the watchmen in Damas. She's been taken into custody. She's been secured, but they're not sure about the rest of the family if they're okay or not. So they want you to just kind of investigate and see what's going on at the place. You'll get paid basically a day's pay for that. So that's your final task for the day. You each will receive 1 copper. If there's action, if your life is at threat, you might get double pay, hazard pay, right? So
Sounds good to me, guys. What do you think? We can do
Yeah,
the
let's
cave
go.
tomorrow. We can do this one.
And if you have to make an arrest, you'll get paid more, right? So if you actually do something there, if you actually have to do something to ensure the safety of the family, right? But the main goal is to ensure the safety of the family, to eliminate all hostiles or threats. So,
And how do we know anything about how many family members there are?
out there living in the northern hamlet, it's a Fisher family. There's only 3 people living there. Reportedly, it's the daughter, the mother, and the father. So it should just be the mom and dad left at that Fisher family.
Okay. Any other questions, guys, before we head out?
No.
All right, so we're not trying to kill people, at least at the beginning. We're trying to restore order and bring back any violent, disorderly folks to justice. Okay.
That's right. Okay, so you guys want to just investigate the family, see what's going on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. In that case, you three start moving north out of Hamas. You know, it's been a long shift. You know, you guys got 2 jobs done. You're about to get your 3rd job done, right? Responding to your 3rd task today. So making good progress, right? Yep. You get back on the trail. There is a trail from here to the next hamlet, and takes you north. This hamlet, it's a very small one, surprisingly. Usually, there's more people living out there, but I guess this one's a smaller one. Maybe it's the northwest, northeast that have more activity. But this one only has a small family of 3. Now it's 2 because the daughter is back in Hamas. She was reporting domestic violence in the household. She was feeling unsafe. So when you get there, it's just a single wood hut and on the beach there, or safe distance from the beach, actually, you know, on some high ground overlooking the beach. As soon as you get there, you can see that the house from a distance is occupied. You can see smoke coming out from the chimney, right? So there are people living there, definitely. It's not abandoned. How do you guys want to approach this situation? You know, just walk up to the door, or no one's outside of the house at this time.
Is it clear around the house? Meaning, like, are there? Can you walk around the house at a discrete distance easily?
You're approaching from the south. You could if you want. So how it kind of looks is you're walking through the plains. It's just grassland right now. North of you is the house. You can go from the west or east if you want. So you can approach it from the side. Past the house is the beach, like the sandy shore, right? And then past that is the sea.
All right, I think we should each take an angle of the house and appear, you know, and only one person shows up at a time. So like whoever wants to talk to the guy first, you know, maybe he'll be more aggressive if there's only one person, as opposed to if there are 3, he'll act all good and innocent, right? But then we'll lure him out to be a cunt.
Not a bad idea. I would recommend whoever's got, again, was it Frank who had the shield? Frank
Yeah.
should probably be the one to approach, and then you and I kind of swing around the house to, first of all, to see if anybody's outside the house. And then if Frank calls for us, then we come back him up if there's a fight. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. We both have slings, so we can be from a further area as opposed to
Correct.
him. You know? Sure, let's do that.
Just don't freaking hit me. All right, yeah,
Okay.
let's go.
Okay, so you guys are approaching from different angles. When do you guys want to split off before like you make your approach from different angles? So at the beginning, you're walking, you know, staggered, maybe 3 men approaching from the south. Then you guys will
Yeah.
split off, right? So the guy to the south
Yeah,
might
like-
wait for the other guys to get into position.
About like 65 feet away, we start to split down.
Okay, so 65
Yeah,
feet from
I
the
want-
building.
Yeah, we want to stay out of like easy short bow distance. You know, we don't want a window opening up and then a shot, you know, an easy shot on us.
Okay, so 60 feet out before you make your approach. So, or before you split off, right? So you go up, you're at 65 feet from the house, right? So roughly to scale, let's say every grid here is roughly, you know, 10 yards, 30 feet out. So the house is somewhere 60-ish feet out, right? At that point, the other 2 split off and maybe continue until they are about 60 feet west and east, respectively. And then at that point, you guys start closing in at the same time.
Yeah.
As long as we don't see anybody else outside the house.
All right, from
We'll
this
definitely
angle,
let,
yeah, I saw nothing.
Frank.
Yeah.
We'll definitely let Frank go up ahead first and like
Yep.
yeah, we'll give him like a couple minutes ahead of us.
Okay, so Frank is the middle. He's the one south,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
he's gonna
the
make
one
the
who's
first
gonna
approach,
knock the door or get to the door first.
and then you 2 are gonna just kind of flank.
Yep.
From 60 feet or from 30 feet, as he gets up to the house.
Say 30, you
Once
guys
he's
were-
yeah, once he gets to the house, we want to be like 30 feet away from
Okay,
the side to the house, but respectively.
I agree.
sure, yeah. He gets up to the house. You guys slowly creep up to 30 feet as he gets up to the door. You know, outside the house, there's a drying rack for fish. There's a, you know, a cook fire outside too, workbench, some fishing gear, poles drying, things
No,
like that.
no signs of violence or blood. No signs of a struggle.
Disorder? No, not really. Yeah, nothing like that. Yeah, you get up to the door. Nothing's really happened yet. You want to just knock on it?
I just knock on the door.
Okay, yeah, you knock at the door. Roll 2d6 for the response.
This guy doesn't have a sawed-off shotgun.
Okay, it's a good
11.
response. So it's something you want to hear. It's a calm response from behind the door. A woman's voice, right? She calls out from behind the door. It's like, she hears the knocking. It's like, hello, who is it? Who's there?
It's Frank. My name's Frank. Just trying to see what's going on around these parts. Are you alone, or do you have a family or a husband?
Roll 2d6 to see how she reacts to that. In the meantime, you guys just want to keep watch, our flankers.
No, I would also yell at this point, hey, we've been sent by the village to check to see that everyone is okay because we heard reports that there was a problem up here. We're here for your safety. Again,
Well,
the way you said it, Brandon, Frank, it made it sound like
Yeah,
he was
it's
there.
great.
Oh, are you alone? Are you here so we can rape you? No,
Sorry,
no,
I
no,
didn't
no, no,
know.
no, no.
Okay,
We do
so
not want it. Aiken, we do not
you
want
call
to
out
leave
to her
that
from 30
impression.
feet. Yeah, you're kind of
Yeah,
clarifying.
we do, because I hear what he said, and I know that that's going to leave a poor impression. We want to firmly state the very clear and
Yeah.
very reasonable mission that we've been given.
Okay, yep. So you try to clarify it as soon as you hear Frank kind of messing up the negotiations to your knowledge, maybe, or in your perspective. It sounds like he might mess up. So you kind of go up there. You wanna yell, or do you want to quickly like kind of move up to the door and say that? Because if you yell, she can't hear you as clear.
I'll move up to the door and do my best. And again, Brandon, don't worry about it. Like we'll all correct each other like that. Don't.
It's okay.
I'll make the same mistakes. Or
I honestly,
if it is a mistake.
I had to take a call from my mom, and it was a stupid IT question, so I was a little bit distracted. That's on me.
No worries. I had my wife pop in earlier, and the same thing happened to me. So anyway, we got to be forgiving of each other. So yeah, Ekin, I'll come up and try to support my buddy and clarify quickly.
Okay, yeah. So you can quite see, there's kind of maybe a negative reaction. As Frank was in the middle of that, middle of stating what he did, halfway through, she already kind of reacted negatively. She's like in the middle of like saying like, "I'm not alone. Please go away." Right, and of course, you come up to the door. You kind of clarify why you're here. Roll 2d6 to see her reaction to you. And then in the meantime, Lags, were you doing anything or just keeping watch?
Oh, I'm just gonna watch. Yep. I'm gonna get my sling ready.
Okay, so she's a bit confused. You try to, clarify what's going on. Let's see your charisma score. You're being respectful and kind. You have a +0 adjustment. Frank has a +1, but he did say something a bit concerning, right? So -1. So overall, it was a negative reaction against Frank and a concerned reaction against you, Blake. So she's behind the door. She's like, she hears what's going on. She's like, nothing's happening here. Just please go away, right?
I'll have to say, look, ma'am, I realize this did not start very well, but we've been tasked by the elder. I guess we would use his name because we would know his name. Chief so-and-so has tasked us. We need to, if everyone's home, just let us see everybody and that everyone is unharmed. We need to be able to at least go back and report that we saw everybody and everybody is healthy and undamaged. We're not, we can walk away from your house if you want to, but we need to be able to see it. You don't have to be close to us, but we have to verify or else we haven't done our jobs.
Okay. As you're explaining all of that to her all at once, Frank, do you want to change your action, or do you want to just stand at the ready at the door, or something else?
I'm just standing there.
Okay. Lags, do you want to do anything differently?
No, I'm just gonna be like chuckling at how fucking bad of a job.
You guys sent
Frank
the
was
biggest.
big.
I'm just big and dumb. That's why you guys sent me, because I'm big.
Not the best.
Yeah, we might have
negotiator.
screwed this up. Hey, look, that happens sometimes. The dice have their say too.
Roll 2d6 to see how she responds to that.
Okay.
Would be for Blake, yeah.
No, 7.
7? Okay. Adjustment 0, +1. You're trying to be respectful and clarify the situation and explain yourself. Still, she's kind of confused and uncertain. She's like, you know, just kind of questioning and not sure. She responds kind of normally. She's like, I'm not sure if it would be a good idea to let you in, but what would I
Boys,
need to
that's it, we're
do
moving in.
to... Okay, you want to just force your way in?
I'm just gonna force my way in. Yeah, this girl. If the guy doesn't come out after this woman's clearly scared, he's a piece of shit husband anyway. We're gonna fucking kick his ass.
He's either alone. Yeah, she's either alone or the guy's a piece of shit.
Or something, or
Okay.
something. Yeah, and she's also hesitating to open the door too, so they're just trying to hide something.
Okay.
Okay.
So Lag gets up there
I've
and
done,
tries to
I've
force
done my
it.
best. Oh, and thank you, Chieftain Otto. Thank you. Okay, go ahead. I've done my best, guys.
Yeah. He tried to negotiate. Lags is going up there. You know, he's like, I'm gonna kick it in, right? Frank, you want to just kick it in before he gets there, or you want to just move out of his
I
way?
just use my strength. You know, big 16. You know, I just fucking just
You
push
do-
the
yeah.
door open.
Okay,
Say,
roll a
we are
d6.
we are coming in to verify that everything is okay.
Clear the door.
Okay, you tell her to
Like,
clear the door. You're gonna kick the door in. Roll a d6 to see if you can force it in, Frank, before Lags gets there. Because Lags wants to kick it in, but looks like you're gonna kick it in before he gets there because he's further out.
10,
He has the intent to force it. All right.
10.
Oh no, 1d6. Sorry, we'll just take the first roll.
Oh,
So
1d6.
a 6-sider.
Okay, so 6.
Yeah, 6. That's a fail. Your first kick fails. You kick at the door and it cracks, and you injure your foot a little bit. Possibly roll a d6 to see if you injure yourself. Trap check. If you injure your foot against the door. So yeah, a d6. All right,
Oh,
you
boy.
did. So your foot's a bit stunned from that first initial kick. You took 1 damage. So Frank, you kick in the door. You feel like a shin.
Bleed.
You know, your shin hurt from that, right? A splint. You're at 3 of 4. You're fine. But
So
after you kicked it,
So just to clarify, I want a lower roll on the initial, like the lower is better.
yeah, lower would be a forced doors,
Okay.
1 in 2 chance. And for you, it'd be 1 in 4 chance you scored a 6. That's a fail.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, your initial kick failed. You know, Blake stepped back and clarified or told her to get away from the door. And then, of course, Lax, you just got up to the door, and you're next to Frank. Frank, do you want to try to kick it in again, or do you want to clear and let Lax give it a try? He's not very strong compared to you. Lax is actually the physically weakest of the team.
It's a. What? I guess I could actually.
So
Blake
Lax
has
would probably
pretty high
hurt
strength.
himself.
You could try.
I do. I've got one. I do. I got 1 hit point though. So
Oh.
if that door opens, do they get a shot at me?
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, the first guy.
Yeah, that's not a good
No,
idea, guys.
I'll do it again.
Keep
then.
going.
Yeah.
I'll do it again.
Okay.
Yep. So just another 1d6.
All right. Do you want
He
to
likes
use your legs again, or do you want to
No, I
try to
want to
shield
use my
bash?
shield.
Okay.
Yeah,
I want to
shield.
use my shield like a shield bash.
Okay, sure. Go ahead. Roll a 6-sider and use the shield instead. All right, that time it
3.
works. Yeah, so you run into the door with your shield in front of you, and the door, is forced open with a big bang. And in response, of course, roll a 2d6 to see how she responds to that. This is more actually a morale check, maybe, actually. See if she's brave enough to
So
defend
2d6
herself.
still.
Yeah, roll 2d6 still. Okay, so
6.
she is brave enough still to take action against you, or normal action. She's not gonna run away or hide. She kind of like is standing behind the door or away from it, and yelling at you to stop. Right? You guys are banging on the door. She's yelling at you to stop, and as soon as you bust the door down, right, she is gonna react how a normal person might react. She tries to like throw something at you because you forced your way in. She's scared. She's not sure who you are. You're just a stranger to her, right? So she threw something at you like a frying pan or something, right? So she's gonna roll the hit. As soon as that door flew open, you have your shield in front of you, right? And as soon as it flew open, she threw something at you, right? Because who knows? You could have been anyone, right? So she has to defend herself. And she got a hit, 18. So as soon as you have your shield in front of you, unfortunately, maybe she threw it at the side, maybe where the shield wasn't covering, or at your legs, right? Something like that. And a frying pan comes flying at you. It's got maybe 1d2 damage against you, so she throws it at you. So odds is 1, evens is 2. She like throws a frying pan at your leg. It can't kill you. It can only subdue you. Right, it's a 2 damage hit, so it hurt pretty bad. It went right into your knee, and you fell on your knee. Right, you fell over after that, like big smash to your kneecap. So almost like busted your knee basically, a frying pan into your knee. So that hurt pretty bad. Frank is down at 1 hit point. Right, he's in a lot of pain right now. After being hit by a frying pan or some kind of pan, metal pot or something. And then after he gets hit, and pushes forward, well, he kind of trips over himself after getting hit naturally, intercepted. The other two can react though. So as soon as the door flew open and he got hit, Blake, do you want to like push in and open fire or something else?
What do we see?
As the door is slammed open, Frank is in the way. You can see the girl, or the mother of the household. She's standing about 5-10-ish feet away from the door, and this is a small fishing hut. It's about 30 by 30, right? Household. And at the center there's a cook fire, right? To the far side there's like the bedding. East side there's like kitchen area, right? And like
Is
storage.
she alone?
She is alone, yes. It's just her. So you walk into the house, a 30 by 30 house, slightly furnished fishing hut house, and she's alone. It's just her.
No animal.
I'm gonna ask her.
No
where's
pets,
her
no
husband?
animals, no husband in the house. It's just her.
I want to
Well,
ask
the
her
first-
directly. We're not gonna attack her.
Okay, so Blake,
No.
as soon as Frank fell over.
The first thing we say is stop. We're here for the reason we stated. Stop.
Okay.
And we intimidate her because we're the law. We are acting as law enforcement officers.
Yeah.
So we should say stop.
Okay.
We are here for the reason that we stated. And she's obviously okay, right? She's not. By your
she's-
description of her, she hasn't been. There's no visible evidence that she's been beaten up or anything, right?
Not quite. No one's causing her harm right now, but her visual appearance, she's a young girl, maybe 15 to 20, right? And her hair's messy. She looks dirty. It smells like fish in here, but like rotten fish. It stinks. And you can see that on her tattered clothes, it's pretty messy and ripped up. Maybe there is even some blood on there, dried blood. So she looks like she's in a very poor state. She looks very filthy, right? Doesn't look very happy, right? She threw a frying pan at Frank. You yell at her to stop. Lax, as you were up there ready to move in, maybe what did you do in response? I heard from Blake and Frank only.
I was gonna do what he said.
Okay.
Or did.
Just
but
yell at her
I
to
guess I'll
stop.
keep. I'll just keep watch from the other. I'll turn around and like make sure we're not being flanked.
Okay, yeah, you don't know where the husband is right now.
Question, Egan, how can there be a daughter back at the main village who's told us about all this if the girl we're looking at is 15 to 20?
Oh, the daughter was young. She ran away. She's maybe like 3 or 4. She just reported her family was, being scary, right? So they took her in and they sent you guys to go see what's going on.
Okay. All right. So I tell her to stop. We're here for the reasons that we said, and
We have your daughter.
Yes, very good. Very good, King. We say, look, your daughter came to us. But we probably should have said that at the door. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we should have said that. Yeah. All right. So look, your daughter came to us. So we'll explain the situation. Your daughter came to us and said that there was trouble here at the house, and it looks like to us, and I point out without being negative about it and trying not to make her feel like a piece of crap for having disheveled hair, but say, look, it looks like you might have had some trouble here. Would you please tell us what's going on?
Yeah, so you guys start to tell her or start to calm her down. Let's see her reaction to all this. Roll 2d6, her overall reaction. I guess the main person speaking to her is Blake. So
Yep.
roll 2d6.
I apologize in advance, guys. I'll do my best.
See if she calms down or not.
7.
She reacts normal, uncertain, confused, right? So she threw the pot, she
Okay.
backs up, maybe like is looking for another item to throw, but you like tell her to stop, so she's like hesitant, right? She's not sure if she should stop or not. She's like slowly moving to an item, right? And you warn her or tell her the situation more that you got her daughter and all that, and she's just kind of confused. She's like, "Where's my daughter?" Right? And yeah, that's her next question, I guess. So you she stopped kind
We
of.
tell
She's
her
kind of stopped. She
she's
picked up
she's
something, but she's
safe.
not throwing it anymore, right? She picked up a
So we
broom.
tell her, look, we tell her, look, your daughter is safe with Chief Otto. She's the one who's told us this stuff. And go, look, if you pick up items and you start throwing stuff, you're gonna have 3 men attacking you, and we're gonna be defending ourselves. We're here to ensure your safety, and you're treating us like enemies. Like, I get that you're, that it's uncomfortable having quote unquote weird guys show up, but the fact is, if we were a danger to you, you'd be dead already with 3 guys in this room. So how about we stop the violence and you tell us what's been happening here? Why did your daughter come and tell us these things? Help us to figure out, help us to help you, please.
All right. Yeah, she let's see her reaction to that. And before she reacts, Frank and Lax, Frank, you got injured, but you can get back up. You're all right now. Your leg's a bit hurt. Frank, do you want to like just stand ready to fight, or what do you want to do as Blake is talking with her?
Just want to say, like, I apologize for how I came up and scared you with my entrance. It was not my intention. I was kind of nervous myself, and just we're here to help you. Your daughter's asked, as my friend here has said, and we just want to help. Where's your husband by chance?
And then yeah, so Blake is you guys are talking over each other then, is that okay? So she's gonna have to respond to or try to respond to someone as you guys are talking over each other.
They let Blake do.
Lags, do you want to also talk to her at the same time, or just keep watch outside?
No, I'm just gonna keep watch.
Okay. So both of you roll a different reaction check. You both roll 2d6, and she's gonna try to react to both of you as you talk toward her. Okay.
11.
Very good reaction toward Frank.
Redeem myself, guys.
Okay. So Blake is trying to explain himself, right, and get her to stop attacking. She's still nervous holding that broom, kind of ignoring Blake for a moment as Frank comes up and tries to like apologize to her, and she kind of is kind of looking toward Blake more, or not Blake, Frank, and then Frank asks for the husband's location. She seems to be telling you now. It looks like she's like calming down a little bit, and she says, he's out fishing right now. He won't be home until late.
All right, Frank, you had good luck, so you continue, man. I don't think we should talk over each other. That's not good. Again, if Eakin's going to play it that way, then we need one person talking to him.
Yeah, sorry, I was gonna retract what I said at that point. I apologize on that, so I will
It's
keep
fine.
in mind if
Yeah,
somebody
it's
says
turn.
something.
So
fine.
Anyway,
You're in command, man. You run with it.
Take point.
all right, so I just look at her and I say, all right, he might not be back. He might not be coming back right now, but I think it'd be a really good idea if you came back to the town with us. We can escort you safely.
Okay. So you recommend that as you say that to her, Blake, do you want to say or do anything?
No, again, so he can help us out here. Once we make a decision that someone's going to be point man in the conversation, let's stick to that.
Okay, yeah. All right. And then Lax, this is just so if you want to do any physical actions, like walk around, investigate the house as he's talking to her, or
We're going to observe, right? So
Yeah.
while Frank is talking, we definitely want to take a close look for any other signs of struggle, really anything. Just tell us more about what we're seeing in front of us or hearing or anything.
Yep. So it stinks in here. It's a small fishing hut house, and the house looks pretty messy, right? Everything's kind of disorderly. Blankets on the ground, refuse, clothes, right? Toys.
I'm gonna look towards the beach, see if I can see any fishing spots.
Yeah.
See
You
if
look
any-
out to the
'cause if
beach. You can see the husband out there fishing. He's on his own.
Okay.
We want to go out and confront him, Legs, or do you want to just leave him be?
No, I'm gonna leave him be for now.
Okay.
No, because
Yeah.
we don't have any information. She hasn't said anything about what, again, Frank's gotta manage the conversation here.
Yeah, Frank, roll 2d6 to see how she responds to your offer to bring her back to the village.
9.
She reacts positively, looks like. Your bonus is a +1, so it's 10. She kind of agrees. She says, I think I'll be alright with that. Please take me there.
I look at her and I say, all right, grab anything that you need, unless, I think your husband might be nearby, so I think we should get out of here as quickly as possible. And I look at the guys and I say, come on, let's go. Let's get
Yep.
back to town.
Yep.
And and then I also say, like,
She's asking about her
we'll
daughter
come
too.
back and deal with the
She's like-
husband later.
Because her goal now is to see where her daughter is, because her daughter ran away. She's
Yep.
asking for her daughter.
And
Yep.
and then I look back at her and I say, we're gonna take you to your daughter now.
Okay. Alright, yeah.
Excellent.
Mission complete. Sort of, right? You've separated the victims of the household from the possible suspect, right? And you're bringing her back to the village. And I guess he's gonna come
Yep.
home angry, seeing mom and daughter is gone. So it's gonna be only one person living out there. Okay.
That's too bad if he's being a jerk.
Yeah. See
Wait,
you.
wait.
Mhm.
But right before we leave the house, I want Lags to roll some sort of check to try to write a note that says you're a bad man or something like that, or something to like try to piss him off, but it's gonna be very ineligible because he doesn't know how to read or write.
Yeah. There's not a lot of blood on her. It's just on her lips, like she's been slapped across the face or something, right? And there's a little bit of blood on her chin and on her upper shirt. So
Or just try to be like, we're coming back for you.
I
yeah.
want Roll to take a shit on their floor.
Really?
That
Okay.
works.
Guys,
about
we're down. So we got
No.
2 people at 1 hit point. I suggest we get out of Dodge.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's get out of it. Ekin, we get out of there because we got 2 players down at 1 hit point. We get out of there
Yep,
as
I forgot
quickly as
about that.
possible.
All right. Let me roll the reaction of the father, because he knows you're there clearly. You guys have been making a ton of noise. He's just been ignoring the whole thing, right? So at the beach, he reacts positively. He does not come out. He doesn't seem to care at all. So you're taking his wife.
Oh my god.
He's fishing,
Good.
right?
We will take what we can get.
Right. The
He
wife,
just likes fishing. Okay.
yeah, she grabs what she can. One thing you do notice is like the fish in the house is very like rotten. It stinks, or there's like little to no fish, maybe, right? It smells really bad. The house is messy and dirty. Right.
Maybe I'd smack her too. I don't know.
There's no food cooked, right? The
Well,
fire
let's
is
get her back
literally-
to town
yeah.
and get her story. She hasn't told us anything. Let's
Yeah.
get back to town. and
She'll
get
be
her
way more
story.
reluctant
for-
to speak
because-
after she sees her daughter.
Guys, think about what we talked about earlier. Maybe we can give those goblins poisoned fish, like fish that's gonna kill them. Like let's get her back to town and see what she says.
Yep, sure, yeah.
All right. So
To town.
yeah, you guys go back to the village with the girl. She carries with her some blankets, or a blanket, a toy, and whatever food she can scrounge up. There's little to no food in the house, you can tell, right? So she grabs whatever she can, and then you help her back to the village. You get back after maybe about a 10 to 20 minute walk down the trail. It's very close. It's only half a mile away, and you're back in the village. You bring her into the watch, or the you can bring her either to the guardhouse or the elder's house, or where would you want to take her when you get back to the village?
He's probably being kept at the elder's house, like the daughter.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's a nice place. They're not gonna keep her in jail.
Yeah,
And
let's
we
go there.
and we got the mission from the elder, so we need to report back to him anyway. And he might know this family, and if he does, he would maybe have a better chance of questioning them successfully. I don't know.
Yeah, the elder knows most of everyone in his community naturally.
So let's bring her back to the elder, and hopefully, I assume he would allow us to remain for the questioning so that we might hear what she has to say.
Okay.
I
You guys don't really have to deal with that part. It was mainly to secure it, right? So the elder would take her in. He thanks you for your services. You guys can hear about the report later, I guess. But you did your job.
Okay.
You guys are pretty much done with that last bit of your adventure. So, and you get paid out too. You guys received 1 copper as payment for bringing her back.
Okay.
So, then you're out. Now let's see. Lags, you're at 2 now. Frank, I think you're also at. Or no, wait. You're at 1. You all should be at 1 now. Okay.
Wait a minute.
Right. Let's see.
We got 2 for the goblins, 1 for the escort job.
Oh yeah,
I spent 2.
that's right.
So
You all
I
are at
have
2.
1, and now I have 2.
That's right. You all are at 2.
Deacon, you're not going to steal that copper piece from me. Get away.
1 copper, yeah. You all got your pay. You're right. I just noticed.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you received your pay, and
Is he not feeding us?
yeah, you guys will be fed dinner as well. Not at his house, but particularly the you would go to the watch house, the guard house, which is there's just kind of one guardhouse, I think. It's to the north where you guys came from, because the only entrance into the village is to the north side of the village has the only entry point. So
North. Okay.
that's where the guardhouse is too, right? So the gatehouse of the village is the guardhouse too, where the watch will take their shifts or do their shifts and also rest up and store their weapons and everything, right? So you're at the guardhouse, you know, you're gonna eat dinner with the rest of the village watch, which don't really have. There's not many people on watch. They usually have only about 4 people on watch at a time throughout the village. 2 usually stay at the gate, and 2 usually do patrols, like walk through the streets.
Okay.
So yeah. Anyway, you're there right now, and you're just eating.
Wait a minute. I think you stole a copper from me too, man.
You all are at 2. All of you are at 2. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep.
I was just doing.
Fight for
sorry.
those coppers, guys. Fight for
Yeah.
them.
I'm sorry.
It's your money.
It's
Yeah.
hard out here. It's hard on these streets.
Yeah, so you got
It
your
is,
pay.
man.
Uh,
It is.
the woman was investigated, right? She was reunited with her daughter. The other talked with her. She shared her thoughts. At some point, you guys were visited by the elder. He told you guys what happened out there and thanked you for helping with the situation. But basically, he the daughter was safe, and the mother is safe now too. Basically, what's been going on though lately is the fisherman has had a hard time fishing. A lot of little family problems, right? He hasn't been able to catch anything. He also has been pretty infertile over the past few years, right? So that's why they've only had 1 kid. And she got pregnant, but he hasn't had intercourse with her in a while, so he's not sure of how that happened, and got mad, right? And she's complaining that he's never home, always fishing, never bringing enough food, things like that. So it was kind of a domestic situation. They both are the problem, it seems, right? She apparently got pregnant, maybe with someone else, right? He's not sure who might have gotten her pregnant, but yeah, he's been trying to get her pregnant again for the past couple of years, and nothing's worked, and he hasn't done anything with her in the past year though. So yeah,
It was lags, man. I bet it was lags.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it was lag.
and he's never really home, so he thinks that she might have had a visitor recently, right? And that visitor might have knocked her up. So
Damn it, lags.
And she obviously she didn't confess it. Did she confess anything to the elder?
yeah, she told the other like that she's pregnant, and that she's never home, and that she's never providing enough. So her original lover came by and has been taking better care of her, and then he found out, and recently like abused her, right? Once he started to notice the bulge, right? He asked her about it, and she's been eating more, or she's been needing more food, right? Because she's pregnant now, and he's not bringing enough food home. So she's been complaining. But yeah, her old lover, before she was married off to this dude, came by and got her pregnant, it sounds like. So now she's
Alright,
here,
but
she's
that's
gonna
ki-
have to move back into her family's house or something, you know.
Okay. All right. So that path is pretty much done then. Yeah.
For now, yeah, it seems like that case is
For now.
solved. We don't know what the
We-
father's gonna do, if he's gonna come back and request his wife. Technically, he's also in the right. His wife
Yeah.
is his property. She committed adultery, you know. Like at the same time, he's not providing enough for his family, so there's all that. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a messy situation, right? You don't have to get involved with it. It's not your job. So your job is to just make sure she's safe from her
Okay.
trying to abuse her.
Is the market still open? Store?
Yeah, you guys want to go shopping? Buy some gear.
Can I sell something?
Sure.
Alright. I'm gonna sell my flute, and I'm assuming I can get my 1 copper back for that.
It's only half the price, so you would get the flute's not valuable at all anymore. It's a wooden flute, right?
Oh, never mind, then I'll keep it. Then I will just buy is a shield 2 copper?
A shield is 5. 5 days pay for a shield. You can get a buckler for 3 though, if you have 3. So if someone gives you a copper,
Nah. I'll get some rations just to have some. Actually, I can buy healing supplies, right? For 1, I think.
yeah, like a bandage or a tourniquet.
Yeah, I want to have something just to have in my pouch for if something bad happens.
Emergency.
We'll do.
Well, Brandon, Frank is down at 1 hit point, right? So we gotta, before we go to this, our
yeah.
next assignment, we gotta get you back to health. And I'm actually not sure how to do that. Ekin, what are the rules on resting, healing, or? I
Well,
read
what time of
through
Yep,
day is it at
so-
this point?
We don't do like a 24-hour day of rest for healing. We do 8 hours. So after 8 hours of rest, if you've been fed, housed, and hydrated, if you sleep for 8 hours, you'll recover 1 to 3 hit points. That way,
Well, we'll certainly do that for the night, right? Because we're done. It's the end of the,
Yeah, we're
Brandon,
gonna
I
be
think it's the
exhausted.
end.
It's the end
It's
of the
yeah,
adventure.
we've done a lot today.
Okay,
So
then
you've already
for
been
now, I'll
fed.
just get
Yeah.
I'll just get a bandage and yeah, we'll call it at that.
Okay. Yeah. A bandage. A roll of bandages. So.
Yep.
All right. You got that. You're down to 1 copper. Lags and Blake, do you guys want to make any purchases before you wrap it up?
Can I get a shovel?
A
Like,
shovel.
Actually, how much? Is that a lot?
It might
Is that
be.
more than 1.
Let me double check the price. It says a shovel is 3 copper, so a small one, like a garden shovel, a hand-sized one, is only 2.
Right. Yeah, I don't have that.
Well, I got 2. So you're right though. So we got to prepare for the cave, right? We have torches. We have a way to light them. And
Yep.
you're thinking about, hey, if we need to dig in there to see if there's salt or if there's metal or ore, you're right. We need something to.
Chisel. Is a chisel 1 copper?
A chisel is 3, a small chisel is 2,
Oh, dang it.
and a tiny
Ekin,
chisel
let
is
me
1.
ask. We're just going to ask you straight up. What's the minimum? What do we need off this list as a minimum to be able to have a hope of fulfilling the objective of finding out if there's anything valuable besides gold nuggets sitting on the floor, which is not very likely? Which of these tools for 2 or 3 copper would give us what we need?
The
to
bare minimum,
prospect?
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
a torch and tinderbox, and maybe a 10-foot pole for traps or a bag for carrying the loot out. That's it. That's all you would really need.
Well-
Tools would
Well,
be
we
helpful.
got satchels. We got satchels and a 10-foot pole. That's right.
We all get a 10-foot stick.
Yeah, would a 10-foot stick do the job, do you think, Ekin, for what we're planning here?
Yep. So the difference between a 10-foot pole and a stick is that a 10-foot pole has been properly crafted. It might be even hollow, right, to decrease its weight capacity. I mean, it's encumbrance to your characters, right? So a 10-foot pole is just a properly made, 10-foot stick, like nice and refined. That's it. It's only 1 copper. You're just paying for the service of it being cleaned up, waxed, or whatever, right? Fancied up. But yeah, sticks are free. You can have a 10-foot stick if you want. It works just as fine. It's just a little more encumbrance and maybe not as pretty, not as
That's okay.
comfortable.
I think we'll take the 0 copper one because encumbrance is no big deal because we've got virtually no armor.
Yep.
Yeah.
So let's do that. And then if we've got 2 or 3 copper for a tool, do you think it's worth it? And if so, which one or
I
which
think that
ones
we
might?
should. I think we should get a shovel personally, so that
Well,
we can
let's-
have something to move.
I agree with you, Brandon, but I'd like Ekin's response on that. If he has a recommendation, if he doesn't want to give one, that's fine. But I'd like to hear what he's got to say.
Okay, sure. Well,
Use
Uh,
use the DM, guys. Use the dungeon master as much as he'll let us. Go
your
ahead,
characters can think about it, and I can advise you what you might get, right, as you think.
Yep.
So you're asking about what tools you should buy if you can get free sticks. Well, we already have some free poles. Like I think Frank already has a 10-foot wooden spear that works perfectly fine as a trap detector. However,
I
when it
do
comes
too.
to
Blake has a spear as well.
Blake has a, oh yeah, you do. You have an actual spear with an iron head.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to tools, a very versatile one that's cheap is a small hammer, which only costs 2 coppers, and then maybe some spikes or fasteners like nails. Iron spikes. Let me double check the price of an iron spike real quick. Spike. Oh yeah, it's in supplies. All right, so an iron spike, you can get 10 of them, right? Like they're
One
like
copper.
pitons,
All right.
pitons, yeah. 1 copper for 10. Or you can get fasteners, which are like little nails, right? Like nails, fasteners. You get 100 of those little nails for 1 copper, right? So for fastening things.
So guys, I'm sure you know, Brandon and King, you probably know this from reading or seeing the other BX stuff, but the iron spikes and the hammer or mallet are like the ultimate classic. You can do anything. Like I would be willing to buy the hammer if one of you guys can get the spikes, because at least in the cave for
Do you want the
prospecting,
spikes? Do you want the spikes or do you want the fasteners?
the spikes can do a lot
Spike.
more.
Yeah, the spikes are
Yeah,
bigger.
spikes
They're
can-
stronger
they
too.
can
You
Yeah,
can
spikes
spike
can, like,
doors
wedge
shut.
doors
You can
closed. Yeah,
you can wedge
exactly.
them open. You can hold portcullises open. You can.
Okay.
Uh,
They're
you-
just stronger. Yeah, they're just more like, yeah, they're just
So-
beefier.
Eakin's making the classic recommendation, and if he thinks this is a good, he's bringing it up now. He thinks it's a decent. I'll buy the hammer if one of you guys has a copper piece for the
I'll buy
spikes.
I'll buy the spikes.
Who would want to carry
Okay.
it though? Yeah, it is quite affordable too.
The strongest character should probably have them.
Yeah.
So in your bag,
I've got a 13, but actually I've got 13, but Frank is the strongest, so he should probably carry the.
Yeah, I don't mind carrying it.
Okay. So Frank, you got the small hammer and the 10 iron spikes.
And then we're gonna so that was 3 coppers total, right?
Yep. So I'm down at 0.
Okay. My
And
my
I'll-
next question is King, you have 1 copper, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, Eakin, but tar can be used to make more torches, right?
Wait, whose copper do we use for the spikes? Sorry, before
Mine.
yours? Okay.
Yeah.
You're at 0. And Lags, you're at 2, by the way.
I'm
Okay.
at 2.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Tar is 1 copper for 5 pounds.
So, and that's what you use to make torches, right? If we wanted to make our own torches.
Yeah. To make your own torch, it's a pound of tar and a stick, which is free.
Okay, so we can make 5 torches for 1 copper.
You can also
or
just buy 5 torches.
for
Yeah.
1 copper. Yeah, exactly. I was just trying to figure out, but tar is kind of like, you could use tar to set stuff on fire too if you wanted to. Okay. I was thinking of rope, guys. 50-foot rope, 1 copper.
You could use a rope. We can also cut it to make belts.
You already have a
Nobody has
belt though.
Or we could tie
Alright.
people up too if we needed to take people hostage, or without killing them.
Arrest them, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I'll get
What do you-
50 feet of rope.
Okay.
That'll also help if we're like climbing too. Like we can use the spikes to climb
Yeah.
walls.
Or yeah,
Right.
exactly.
That's
we can
another
use them as
classic
anchor
use it.
points if there's nothing in
Yep.
there. Yeah, perfect. My only other thing too is I know we have torches. Should we get a thing of chalk so that we can map out our dungeons?
Well,
Um,
always. That's a great idea, but I think, are we out of money?
Oh, we have 1 copper left. We
I
don't
have
have
one
to spend
copy,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. Lags has 1
We
left.
could. It doesn't. It's just an idea with the chalk, but the
Oh,
only
no,
other
it-
thing
It's a fantastic. That's another classic. We totally want to do that. I'm not sure we'll need it for this particular cavern, but as a general dungeon exploration tool, chalk and charcoal are fantastic for the reasons you just cited.
Yeah.
I do also see here too that there is poison in the medicals part. 1 copper for 1 pound of poison.
Yeah, so these are like
Is that
local
available,
poisons.
Aiken?
Yeah, they are. They're list brought in. It's in the market if
Okay.
you are looking to buy poison,
It
like
might
poison
it might
shrubs.
come in useful if we, need to devise a plan along the way, and we can, say, use it whenever. Just have it now. It's only 1 pound, so I'm just trying to think of small things that we need to start building up over time.
So poison, by the
Agreed.
way,
I mean-
you can. It's cheap, but handling it is dangerous and expensive. So if you don't have the proper gear to handle poisonous herbs,
Okay.
then you'll
right.
probably injure yourself, right, or kill yourself while
Okay.
handling it.
So let's
And-
build up some money, and then that's probably what we'll need for our goblin plan, right?
That's what
Yeah.
I was thinking. I guess we could probably keep the last copper, unless you
In
guys want to
reserve?
get some like oil or.
Nah,
something
I'll
else.
just hold on to it just in case.
Sweet.
I agree. Flasks of oil would be the next thing on the list, I think.
I
when
think,
we
and
get
I
more
think
money.
I think incense and or a holy candle or something like that too. So if we get undead or
Dude, I think
whatever.
we should. I would vote for avoiding undead at all costs until
Oh, absolutely.
significantly down the road. But yeah, okay.
Absolutely. But I mean, if we
Yeah.
if we accidentally came across one, if we had incense, we would have a better chance of getting out of it.
And if you do want to
Right.
buy the
But that
oil,
is
it
one
does
step.
not come with a flask, so that will have to be. You have to buy a container for it,
Okay.
storage item.
I see you. I see you. Okay. We're good then.
All right, so we keep I guess we keep the 1 copper in reserve, and we go to bed for the night.
Yep, that'll be it for the
Yeah,
night.
sounds
Looks like.
good.
Let's see if I get any hit points back. At least get 1. But
And as for game time, we only have about 20 minutes left to game. So would you guys want to wrap it up, or do you guys want to push through for the last 20 minutes and see what you
Well,
can get done?
do we have enough to do like a quick little quick daily task for a copper and some food?
Possibly.
Breakfast?
Yeah. Are you guys open to it?
Yeah,
sure.
open to. Well, did you roll for your hit? Yes, I'm open to that. Did you roll for hit points?
Do I roll that or do you roll that, Egan? For resting, for hit points?
You will roll it. Roll 1d3.
Okay. 1d3.
Yep.
Two. I'll
So-
take it.
After 1600, your characters are sent off to do their own thing. Free time, get ready for tomorrow, right? Do NPC stuff. And when they're done with that, they'll get some sleep during the night shift, and then they'll wake up ready to work during the day shift again. So there's day, evening, and night shift. So you guys are day shift crew, which is the least dangerous time for the day to adventure. Evening shift is middle, and night shift is the most dangerous shift, highest reward usually, though, highest chance of encounters. So, all right. So yeah, it's the next day. Of course, you healed. Did you say 2? Yeah. So you're at 3 of 4 now. And you guys wake up hungry. You need fuel again, right? Before you start your day. So, when it comes to food, I think some of you bought rations already, so you guys can eat those.
Yep, use mine.
Okay, so we'll use lags. You're down to 0. And then for your daily task, do you guys want to see if the village elder has something for you? Do you want to talk to the watch? Do you want to ask around the locals, see if they need help? Or do you want to venture out on your own?
Let's ask the you guys think we should ask the watch or the elder if he has anything else? The watch
As
is on.
always, I don't know. I guess we could do the watch. They would give us AFK work to do, basically. Good morning shift. I don't know if they'd give us a copper for just doing like small work though.
Let's ask the elder. Let's talk to the elder.
Yes, to
Maybe he'll feed us too. Or no, we already ate, but never mind.
Okay. Yeah, so you're gonna check with the village watch. Is that what you said? Your team?
No, the elder.
No, the
Chief
elder.
Otto.
Chief Otto. Okay. Yeah, so you go out to Chief Otto's hut. There's a gathering outside the hut, you know. looks like, this morning they're preparing for a public execution. Would you guys like to attend that? Otherwise, you can just go into the hut, or I mean his hall, Village Alto's hall, his home.
Yeah, let's just go to his home.
Chieftain's house. Okay. Yeah, you go up to the house. There's his guard there waiting outside the house, right? The village elder's house guard. So, his house is fenced off on a hill. So the guard's at the end of the fence, at the fence gate or fence door. So before you go up there, he lets you know that the village elder is busy with meetings this morning, and you will be next in line after the others, right? It looks like there's a line of people waiting to meet with the village elder, and so, outside the fenced area, there's some benches you can sit at. If you're, yeah, sometimes people are welcomed in to just kind of wait in the lobby or in the hall, but right now things are looking kind of busy, and the guard is, it doesn't look like he's allowing anyone in right now. You can see other people in line. There's a monk in line, and there's also a few fishermen in line as well, looking to talk to the village elder. But he's already in a meeting currently, so yeah. Do you guys want to wait to talk with the village elder, or it might be a
I should
couple
talk to
hours?
the people in line and kind of see what they're there for, what they're asking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
The monk or the fisherman?
Do some.
Let's go with the fisherman.
Okay. Yeah, you go up to the fisherman. What do you guys want to do or say to them? You just see them kind of sitting on a bench waiting in line.
Blake.
Blake, you want to take the lead? Or
All right, so we're going up to the fisherman, and so we'll just you make some friendly chit chat. Just kind of introduce. We're all waiting in the same line, right?
yeah,
So we'll just make casual conversation, and just ask him, hey, what are you here for?
all right, roll 2d6 to see how they react to you. I guess Frank and Lax are just kind of standing by just to converse with them. Yeah, 2d6, yep. 9, good. Positive reaction. All right, so they are helpful and respond as you had hoped. They tell you exactly what you want, and they tell you what they're here for. The fishermen, they greet you back to say, "Oh, hello. We're here to talk to the village elder. We have some issues with our neighbors." And the other fisherman nods. It's like, they've been moving on our territory, our fishing spots, and it's affecting how much fish we're catching in a day. We think that it's wrong of them to be on our land fishing. They're supposed to fish in the south. We are the midfish, or the Midwestern fishers, and they're saying that they were authorized by Lord Otto or Chieftain Otto to fish on our land. And I don't think that's fine. That's gonna affect how much fish we catch in a day. And the other fisher nods like,
This is because of the goblins.
yeah, like these people don't belong in our area. They're supposed to fish the southern beach. There's not enough fish for all of us. All right, so yeah, you can see how that what you did yesterday is already affecting the fishers up there, right? Up the coast. So that's what they're here
And,
for.
I think this is me. I'm just talking to Blake. Blake off character, whatever. I think that we should try to tell them that it's just temporary because of the goblins, and there should be a plan on the horizon, and that shouldn't be a problem.
You want to tell the fisherman that, or are you telling Blake that?
No, we gotta. There's got to be a way for us to talk amongst ourselves that doesn't as players, not as a cast as Brendan and King, not necessarily break Blake, Frank, and Lags.
Like breaking the
Because we-
fourth
we can-
wall.
there's no if everything's instant, then yeah, we're gonna have lots of disasters that really could be avoided by just 2 seconds of actual coordination.
Yeah, so you guys just talk among yourselves for a bit. You turn away from the fishers.
Yeah. well, I mean, why don't we? I mean, basically they can get an answer from the people in the middle have told the people in the South, hey, we got permission from the chief. Well, that's either true or not. The chief's going to know. We need to know what the chief knows, because if the chief says, yeah, that's bullshit, I never said that, then we have an adventure. If they were given permission, we can't tell these guys, hey, we'll help you on our own, because we could be going against the chief, right?
True.
All right.
So I think I mean, again, talking to Brandon and King, I'd probably be like, hey, that really sucks. Hopefully the chief will be able to help you out.
Yeah, it's fine.
You guys could. So that's what we tell him, or that's what Blake tells him.
Okay, sure. Frank, Lax, you want to say or do anything to the farmer or the fisherman? As Blake kind of explains that to them.
I know.
Shares
Just
his thoughts.
stand there looking humble.
Roll 2d6 for their
flex.
reaction to Blake. So Blake, roll
Right.
2d6. You kind of just wish them luck.
Yep.
And they're a bit, they react normally. They kind of just like thank you and say, hey, if you know anything that could help us, please let us know, right? Get these people off our land. Let's see. Right. Otherwise, as you guys wait in line, they're actually next. Someone coming out of the elder's house, escorted by a guard, a house guard. It looks like it's just an old lady being escorted out of the house. She had something to talk to the elder with. So she's leaving now, and now the fishermen are going. So now it's just you and the monk.
All right, somebody else go talk to the monk. I did the fisherman. One of you guys go talk to the monk.
Yeah, I just casually walk up to the monk and say, "Hey, how's it going? What do you brings you in line today?"
Roll 2d6 to see his reaction.
Nine.
Oh,
Okay, very good reaction. He is helpful and does respond. Right, so he says, I'm looking to talk to the elder about a situation near my village. You see, we have been experiencing strange sightings at night on the beach. People are getting sick. I'm hoping that the elder could do something about it. But I'm also looking to hire people like yourselves, if you're open to it. We're starting to see things at night, and we hope that you might be able to help us. We live in the southeastern part of Amas, and we're thinking that we're starting to see people arriving on our lands to the south, but they don't seem to be exactly normal. Maybe you can investigate them for us. We have money to pay you.
Sure. Yeah, I just say, just give me 1 second. I turn to Blake and Flags. Hey, what do you guys think?
Do it 4 coppers each.
I would not at that. I defer to my fellow travelers here. That sounds good to me.
Because this way that, they don't have to pay for the service through the elder, but they will be paying off the same amount. We'll just be getting 100%.
It's kind of like tax.
It's
Yeah,
just-
just cutting it off. Yeah, say so 4 coppers a piece.
He nods and says,
Oh no, so I'm sorry, I was still talking to them. I'm
Oh, yeah,
gonna
go ahead.
if I'm gonna have to
Oh,
respond,
yes.
to them, I'm gonna
Yes.
craft
No,
them.
yes. 4
Okay,
coppers
perfect.
each.
Yeah.
All right. So I say cool, and I turn around and look at the guy, and I said, well, I talked to my friends, and I think we'd be willing to help you guys out for 4 coppers a piece.
4 coppers apiece, yes. So, I'm hoping that you might be able to destroy this threat to our village. I think it's what's causing us harm. We think it could be some strange ruined hut south of our village in the middle of the woods. We don't know who's living there, but we think that those people that we saw are coming from the hut. Could you burn it down for us?
Ooh, arson. We'll have to get that sanctified by Otto.
Burn it down for us, and I'm not saying that you're to murder anyone, but I think that whatever's living there might not be. It might be a spirit of some kind. Not too sure. I've been praying and I've been looking to God for answers, but I think that whatever's living out there is very evil and is cursing my village. I want to protect my family as best as possible. I'm a monk. I worship God. I live off the land. And I pray that this evil disappears. And I'm hoping that with our hard work, we can pay someone to deal with it for us.
Okay, I think we should say, okay, we need to talk for a minute.
Yeah,
Just
say,
give us
I
1
just say,
minute, and-
I say just 1 more minute, sir.
Yeah.
And then turn around and talk to the guys and like, all right,
Is-
sounds evil.
I think we need an advance. The thing is, we've spent most of our money. If we need to burn something down, we need to ask them for a couple whatever we need in advance payment so that we can buy. It'd be cool if we could like shoot a flaming arrow or like cover like dump one of our sling stones in tar, light it on fire, and shoot it from a distance rather than having to sneak up right to this damn thing and have a goddamn white pop out or something horrible.
I do agree. So do you guys think that so we're asking for 4 coppers apiece, right?
Yep.
For
And
the
a
task.
bow.
And I think that we should say, and as well, we're going to need. Should we just ask for the copper up front, or should we just ask them for the items?
I give them a choice. You guys can present it. Either would be like, hey, we need 4 apiece for our payment, and then to do the job, we need either money to buy whatever you guys think we need, or the bow, and you know what I mean? Like, give them a
because I'm
choice.
gonna throw in there too. It's like, hey, we're a bunch of fighters. We're not clerics, and if this is unholy, we're gonna need some equipment, like some candles or some incense and some other supplies like tar. And so okay.
The monk is
Got it.
nodding. He says, "We'll give you torches if that's what you need. All we want you to do is go out there and burn the house down." We don't own any arrows.
Okay, I got it. So I turn back to him. I say, all right, so we're down to help you. As we agreed, the 4 coppers upon completion per adventure, and 5 coppers up front so that we can be prepared for anything that might happen to us.
We'll pay you once you burn the house down. Or actually, roll 2d6 to see how he reacts to you.
Sounds like we already got the job, but this might. Let's see.
It'd be nice to get a bow out of this too.
Alright, so confusion, uncertainty, neutral reaction. So it's not good or bad. He keeps things the same. He's like, you will not need extra gear for this task. We will give you the torches you need to set the house on fire. It's just no one from my village is willing to go out there anymore because they are scared. I'm scared. And I want you to go out there and burn the house down for us. We'll
Back
give
to
you
the guys.
torches.
One moment. Turn back to the guys. All right, so I guess we're just gonna say yes.
Yeah,
We just
I
gonna do
guess
it.
we probably
Take
say
the torches
yes.
just to get some free torches and say
Yeah.
hell yeah. All right, cool.
What do you think, King?
I think you should ask him for a fucking bow.
I would okay. I can try. It's just,
Why are you
he's not-
refusing? Just do it.
He's in a neutral state now. It's gonna be, but okay, I'll do that. All right, so I turn back to the guy and I say, all right, yeah, we'll burn the house down and accept your torches. We'd kind of like to do it from a distance. So if you could provide us with a bow and some arrows so that we could keep it as safe as possible for us as well, and have a backup plan.
Roll 2d6 for his reaction.
9.
9. Okay. He reacts positively and says, I can see if the village hunter will lend you his bow. Maybe even let you keep it. Would that be enough for payment, perhaps?
Or the upfront payment.
Uh,
Am I gonna have to kill this monk?
no.
How much is a bow?
Yeah, how much is this, a long bow, or what kind of bow is this? Is this a battle bow?
Roll
Just
2d6
give
for
us
his
one to
reaction.
borrow. Just let's borrow it. I
Yeah,
don't
just
want it as payment.
agreed. I think we should just say, hey, we'll take the copper, and if we do a really good job, maybe we can. Well, let's just
Roll
take the
roll
copper
2d6
and
for
just
his
borrow.
morale check.
This is why I didn't want to do this, King. But now we're not gonna get copper.
All right.
7.
I think that breaks. Yeah, he breaks morale. So as you guys are discussing among yourselves, you can hear you guys discussing, right? A little bit. He kind of just starts sprinting off away, right? Like he just runs off, like afraid,
Okay.
like for his life, right? It's a chubby old monk
What?
running off through the streets.
That doesn't really make any sense, but okay.
You want to chase him down?
Why- We
Yeah,
weren't
he's just-
threatening him.
He's running away now. He got out of the line. He's just running off.
Can you explain why, Ekin? Because that doesn't make any intuitive sense.
You could ask him, but as you guys were conversing among yourselves, he decided to just run off. He broke morale.
But isn't a morale check for when you're threatened physically?
He was threatened somewhat verbally. He was getting a sense of maybe danger, right?
Oh, you mean from what King said?
Yes, Lag said, he overheard Lag say, am I gonna have to kill this
I
guy?
didn't know I didn't know I made a roll to say that.
You don't
That's
roll to
my
say it.
turn.
You just said it. There's no
It's
telepathy, so anything you say in the game is
okay.
said in the game world, right?
Yeah. So it just means we got to be careful about what we say in the chat because Ekin's just going to react to it.
Oh,
That's-
okay. Well, I'm gonna
yeah.
find that guy and kill him later
Okay.
because he was being really difficult. Like, dude.
All right. So I guess we wait our turn to see the chief.
Yeah, by the time that conversation ends, the fishermen have already left, and you're next. And the execution's happening right now. So you can see the one on the table, or the execution, is actually the mother from yesterday. She's being hung for adultery.
Oh,
Right.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, you can see she's in the, people are cheering it on, right? Like, kill her, right? Whore, things like that. Right. So, yep,
Not our problem.
not your
Get an
problem.
orphan, guys.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
anyway, you guys go up to the village elder's house. You're escorted by a guard. You're asked to leave your weapons at the door. Another guard will keep an eye on them. Or not really a guard, but a boy who is kind of a guard. And yeah, you go inside the house. You meet with the elder in his office, right? As you walk in there, you have a seat. He's happy to see you again, right? It's like, good morning. What do we have here? What kind of situation today? You're looking for work again?
Yep. And we confirmed the chief. He said, well, we was very happy to see you again, Chief Otto. It's always a pleasure. We're happy to work for you and, do what's right for the town. Frank here is still recovering a little bit, so we're gonna go check out that cavern for you when he's
Thank you.
feeling back to snuff.
Oh,
And we're looking for other work that we could do today and before we go exploring for you.
I just received a situation from some fishermen just a moment ago about the situation west of here. As you know, I had you guys help escort some woodsmen east of the southwestern hamlet, but the fishermen that went north, I did authorize them to join the fishermen north and fish with them. They're having some issues, perhaps, and they would like them off their land as soon as possible. So I'm thinking maybe I will have to think on this, but for now, if you wouldn't mind, I'm gonna pay you to go and keep a watch over those other fishermen, particularly the ones living in the midwestern region of Amos. Make sure that they don't do anything to their neighbors while they're there. Temporarily, of course. I told them that they would only be there temporarily until we figure out the goblin situation. So, Until then, I'd like you to make sure they're protected and that nothing happens to
So
them.
who are we protecting? We're protecting the southern fishermen or the Midwest?
The southwestern fishermen from the western fishermen, because the western fishermen have an issue with the southwestern fishermen.
Got it. And what would we be paid for this?
For the day, I'll pay you a copper piece upon your return for your shift. If there's any trouble that you have to deal with and report, you will receive double pay, 2 coppers.
Okay. And would we have any sign of authority or something that we could show to the Midwestern fishermen that, you know, makes it clear that we're your men enforcing your agreement
Yes,
rather
yes.
than just, yeah. Okay.
Here.
All right.
And he gives you, he goes into a cabinet in his office, or a drawer, and retrieves these kind of like wraps, these kind of like scarf things, I guess, right? I'm not sure what they would be called. It's just a small piece of cloth that you would wrap around your body. It's not a circle or anything yet. It's just a colored piece of cloth to just indicate that you are among the watch, right? So, it's like
All right.
kind of a satchel kind of look, right? So, yeah, it's just a colored cloth. It's just a white cloth, basically, right? And you just kind of wear it around you. You can tie it around your waist. You can tie it like a bandolier. You can, you know, it's just a white wrap, basically. You can wrap it around your arm, right? So one
But
white
these
wrap.
guys would know that means that we're official.
Yes, it would just kind of signify that, or identify you as men on the watch, or who claim to be on the watch, right?
Okay.
Just let others know that you are on watch, right? So,
All right. But
Yep.
Brandon King, what do you think?
I'd reach out and grab one and throw it on.
Yeah.
Say, look, now we're official, guys.
Yeah, we're official. So no, I think that's a good plan, and that gives us, you know, we can make some money today, and that way Frank can hopefully he will get his last hit point back. So we should do that. But I guess Deacon, we're probably about at the end of this session. Is that correct?
that's right. So to wrap it up, we'll just say we'll send you guys on your shift. We'll roll to see if
Okay.
there's any issues. If there is, we might have to resolve it. If there isn't, then you guys will just get paid. So it's kind of an easy
Okay.
job, a mundane job, right? Menial labor. You're just on shift, on watch duty.
Okay.
So just get you an extra copper for the day, and you will be
Not
fed
government job.
1 meal. Yeah. So 1 meal will also be offered. Since you're working the day shift, you'll get a 1 meal during the day shift, which is your lunch break. You will not be fed breakfast. You will not be fed dinner unless you do 3 watches throughout, or you're on shift the entire day, kind of, right? So they do give you 1 free meal, which is at lunch, and that's about it. So you'll be slightly fed, but for breakfast and dinner, I think Lax fed you guys breakfast for today.
Correct.
For dinner, Frank, you will have to feed the crew dinner since you have 3 rations on you. But lunch is free. Lunch is provided during your shift for today. Yeah, you've been authorized to receive lunch from the locals there. Like the elder gave you guys a little letter. He wrote a letter under his own expense. The villagers to provide you guys lunch, right, while you're out there. There's a guard shed there too. You guys can rest at, or store your stuff or eat your food. And then for the most part though, the hamlet is just kind of like a small settlement, right, that you guys can patrol or keep watch from the guardhouse, or however else you guys want to do it, right? As long as you're just kind of making sure that the natives, or not really the natives, but the people living there originally, I guess, don't do anything to their visitors, their neighbors. They have to temporarily seek refuge there.
Keeping
right?
peace.
So you're just peacekeepers. Because he's kind of concerned. They kind of left frustrated, right? They were complaining that, it's going to ruin their harvest. So, all right. Well, to find out if anything happens during your shift, it's 1d6, a 1 in 6 indicator. So one of you will roll for the shift, and there's a 1 in 6 chance that there's trouble during your shift.
So do it.
Anyone who wants to roll
You
can.
said you're gonna do it?
any one of you who would like to. Your watch commander, I guess, between the three of you.
I mean, I guess I'll do it if no one's doing it right here.
Go for it. I was just giving more chances for everybody to roll.
Okay.
Got 3.
A calm shift. Nothing happened during your day shift. Would you like to run a double shift? You want to take the evening shift too?
Yeah, I think we should, and that way we've got an extra copper to buy more rations, and Frank will get his. Then that'll carry us to the night, and Frank can get his last hit point back.
Yeah. So
That means so wait. So
Yeah,
that means that I'll get my rations back, right? Because we're
Because we
when you
get dinner,
you
right?
would get dinner if you do a double shift. However, there's only one consequence. You're gonna overwork your character. So your next adventure, if you decide to adventure the next following day, right, you would have exhaustion, right? So you would do a double shift. You will get exhaustion. It will be a forced march shift. Does that make sense? But you'll get extra money.
Oh,
So do you want to do a double shift or do you want to just do a normal shift?
I'll have my guy do a double shift.
Okay, so if you do decide to play the next day, if you have an adventure that happens during the next day, you will have exhaustion. You'll be bedridden, like -4 penalty adventuring. Does that make sense? Like your character will be super groggy, overworked.
Yeah, that's
right?
not a
no,
good.
just don't do it. We're
No?
good. We're just gonna rest then.
Okay,
Regular shift.
regular shift. Okay, so yeah, you would just have the day shift, get off at 1600. Another person would relieve you, or another guard shift would relieve you, and you guys would be off. So, all right. Well, that's just 1 extra copper then for all your crew for completing the guard shift at the Western Hamlet. Nothing happened out there that day.
Okay.
So you relieved the watch there. Let's see. For just 1 shift. You received 1 copper for your shift. Thanks. All right, that's it. So yeah, that's it, gentlemen. Any questions or concerns before we end this expedition or our day's adventure? 2 days of adventure, actually, technically.
No, I just have a question for the other two guys. Did you have fun? Would you want to continue this?
I mean, that's fine. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I like playing with you guys. It makes it a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was almost not gonna. I don't really want to play with the other guys ever again. Honestly.
Well, look, if you
Yeah.
guys, again, you guys have been in that open group. If you identify anyone else that would be suitable to play with us, and you know what I mean, I'd be open to adding another person or two. But I think this group works just fine. And if you know of anybody else that would be a really good fit, I think we could have another person or two. It's up to you.
Sure. Yeah, we'll let you know.
All right. All right, guys. Well, look, then, Ekin, thank you again. I thought it was excellent DMing, and I really appreciate your, your work here. And I guess the only thing would be figuring out. I'm happy to pay another $10, do another session, and it's just about scheduling whatever works for folk. I actually work from home, so I can actually do sessions pretty much anytime I'm not traveling overseas.
Okay. Yeah.
And Sunday nights and Monday nights I'm booked, but the rest of the time I've just got random engagements. So I don't know what your schedules are like, but we can work around them.
Yep. Good to go.
Yeah,
Appreciate
I
it.
don't-
Yeah. Appreciate the offer.
Yeah.
And thank you, for paying for this game today. Hope you guys had fun. Thanks for playing so much. And
Well,
then
Ekin, are you interested in doing more sessions like this? Again, you're the most as important, or if not more, than the rest of us. Are you willing to do more?
more private games, I'm open to it if you
Yeah.
want to. Otherwise, you guys are welcome to still enjoy the open table, public games too. So if you don't want to, I really appreciate you paying for a private game, but I don't want to make it feel like you only can play privately. You can still play publicly
I
if you want.
choose it.
But yeah,
I choose to. I'm happy to pay $10, Ekin, to honestly not to be a dick, but to keep the riffraff out.
Yeah,
Really,
sure.
I like playing
Make
with
some
guys
progress.
that are hey, just trying to make progress, trying to have fun. So $10 is a small price to pay for
No,
good
and
3 hours.
I do appreciate that he's that you're pointing out too, like Ekin, this is just as much your experience as ours too. Like if there's
Yes.
anything that we're doing as players that you want us to change,
No.
to make things better, definitely let us know, because
Okay.
don't want to piss off the DM.
No, I was
Absolutely.
yeah. I mean, this is definitely like the most common, less cortisol adventure I've had in a while. So
Less cortisol.
or whatever
And I
that
noticed that
means.
you were like rewarding us for not doing stupid shit. So
Yeah. So
I wish that the public sessions could be more like that. But
Well,
Yeah, the
guys,
only-
I'm
yeah,
happy
you
to
guys
pay
did good.
for
Yeah.
for us to have a continue the private game. So look, I'll just Ekin, why don't you give, you can send me some slots, or is there a way to make a string with all 4 of us on it so that we can kind of work out scheduling?
Yeah,
a little
sure.
bit
We can make like a
easier?
private group chat. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, sweet,
Yep.
perfect.
Good to go.
All right, guys.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah,
Awesome.
thanks.
Thanks a lot.
Thank
Take
you
care,
all. See you
guys.
the next time.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye-bye.